We're on the second floor, guys. This is going to be a nice little waiting area. We obviously have to furnish it. We're going to have a little bit of nice coffee table, a couple of chairs, some magazines. I want to show you one of our small meeting rooms. Perfect setup for a really small meeting, 3, 4, 5 people. We'll have some AV equipment in here very shortly. Yeah. It's going to be really fun, really exciting, and this very inexpensive.
And you can basically rent this as a day for a couple to meet.
A couple of hours, a little meeting. Pull out of it, if you're pulling in people from different businesses around town, whatever, you can set up in here. You can have your little meetings. We got 7 meeting rooms total, which is really cool.
Of varying sizes.
Yeah, all varying sizes.
So then if somebody is actually a co-working member and they need to meet more privately, they could book this room.
Yeah, they could make a connection in the co-working space with a couple of people up there. They can say, okay, you know what, guys, we've got a lot of things in common. We should sit down and have a meeting.
Perfect.
Let's see what's available. Let's go downstairs.
Nice.
Let's take a couple hours in one of the small meeting rooms, and let's work out a deal. I've got a couple of offices still available for sale if people are interested. So I'm going to show you this really cool one. This is a big space. Really suited to a small to mid-sized business. You could comfortably put 8 to 10 employees in a space like this. Extremely affordable when you compare to highway frontage, in-town office spaces, things like that. I think this is listed about $279,000. Great space to start up a mid-sized business.
And this is an office condominium.
This is an office condo.
For sale.
You pay a condominium fee.
Okay.
The condo fee on this is somewhere around $400 a month.
So I could buy this office condominium and then lease it out?
You could do either. You could set it up for your own business, put your own company in here, or you could buy it strictly as an investment.
Okay.
And we would put together a lease agreement for you on your behalf for a Fortune 500 company that's going to be in this building before you know it.
Okay, nice. And I think you've told me that you sort of help facilitate the leasing process too.
Absolutely.
Is that, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll find you a tenant, we'll collect your rent, we'll take care of your tenant for you, we'll take out any expenses from the month, and then at the end of the month you'll receive your balance.
The quintessential absentee owner.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, okay.
It's perfect for the lazy landlord.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of cool.
By the way, I really appreciate how well you dressed up for this video today, Andrew. I really do.
You just caught me urethane the countertops on the 3rd floor, so you're going to get what you get. What we have tried to do, you'll notice when we're walking through carpets, you'll notice it's quiet, you'll notice nice decorative trims.
It's warm in here, like comfortably warm, I should say.
Fully automated, building automation system fully automates the HVAC system, so most offices have total control over their own heating and cooling, which is really cool. LED lighting, dimmable lights. Here's a nice meeting room on the 2nd floor.
Oh, okay.
Everything's automated, lights come on, motion sensors.
Right.
Controls again. This one will be structured to host meetings of probably up to about 12 people.
Okay, so boardroom style table
Yeah. Boardrooms, mobile AVs. We're going to have whiteboards if you need whiteboards, potential projectors if you need projectors, portable photocopy machines if you need a machine in the unit while you're using the unit.
Interesting.
Obviously high speed internet, high speed Wi-Fi.
Right.
Here's a good example of a lease space. Right now we're sourcing a tenant for this space for the owner. Okay. Beautiful space. This space will lease for probably, again, I don't have all the numbers in my head, but I think this is around $1,700 a month.
How many people could you get in this?
I think this would be comfortable for easily 6 to 8 people.
Nice.
So again, mid-sized business.
Yeah.
6 to 8 employees. One of the neat things about leasing here is we have shared use of our reception. So we have general reception for the building. So that means that you operate a small business. You can't afford your own receptionist.
Yeah.
So you get the advantage of having a receptionist that serves all of the businesses in the building, gives you that little bit of credibility, and will guide people to your office for you.
Yeah, love it.
So that's a neat feature of when you, either whether you lease or whether you own, whether you have your own business. We have quite a few internal offices. When we say internal, meaning no windows. The benefit, of course, of no window is much lower rent.
Yeah.
These are really suited to companies that are not necessarily 9 to 5 every day. Maybe they're just using the space half-day weeks, or maybe they've got a revolving staff where some staff are in 2 days a week, other staff are in a couple of days a week. I want to show you a really cool corner office. So this is like the most prestigious office in Port Elgin. no question.
Okay.
It's still
I
available.
believe you.
Still available for sale, okay, but also available for lease. But this is an absolutely beautiful premium office space.
It is.
Situated on the southeast corner of the building. We'll have blinds coming shortly, actually, we've just ordered the blinds.
Yeah.
But this is a very, very prestigious space.
Yeah. 1, 2,
for a
3, 4,
mid-size-
5 windows.
For a mid-sized company.
Yeah.
Quite comfortably set 10, 12 people up in a space like this. Perfect for like an engineering firm,
Okay.
maybe a real estate firm, something like that where they have multiple desk requirements. This one is actually still for sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's actually still available.
Nice.
This is the nicest space that we still have. I mean, we
Okay.
have slightly larger spaces, but everything is sold with the exception of about 4 spaces. Of the 4 that are still available, this is by far the most prestigious.
How many offices are there to buy and or rent?
There are only 4 offices left to buy.
Yes.
We have spaces total, 7 of those are boardrooms, so we have about 33 office spaces, of which about 10 or 12 are already leased. So we're actually getting down in numbers in what's actually available.
Okay.
I think we have about 18 to 20 spaces still available, but there's a broad range of sizes. So if you want an office that suits 6, 8, 10, 12 employees, there's only literally a handful, 3 or 4 options left
Right.
for a larger size company. And then we have a broad range of spaces that are suited to 2, 3, 4 employees. We have probably a half a dozen of spaces like that, and then we have certain spaces in between.
Okay. Are we on the second floor or the
We're
first
on
floor?
the second floor
Okay.
right now.
And the first floor pretty much has offices as well.
The first floor is all offices, but most of them tend to be slightly smaller.
Right.
And we also have a lot of day use spaces. So if you're coming in from out of town, you just need a quiet space to work for a few hours. We have small single desk day use offices.
Right.
They're super reasonable. They start
Yeah.
at $55 a day.
So anybody could come in here and use an office just for one day or use an office for 3 years.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow.
Let's say, for example, you're only in town doing business 1 day a week.
Yeah.
You can, in perpetuity, you can go into the system. It's all automated, of course. You
Yeah.
can go, you'll have the phone app. You can go in the app. You can pick an office. You want Office 107. You want that every Monday. Click, done,
Yeah.
reserved in your name.
As long as it's available.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You can book it. If
As
you
far
want to
as
book
on-
it 12 months in advance, every Monday for the next 12 months,
yeah, yeah.
you can do that.
Nice.
Right? So then
Okay.
you know you're getting the same space.
Yeah.
You just bring in your laptop and you go to work.
Okay.
What
So-
we tried to do is give the building a very warm, kind of home-like feel rather than a big, echoey, open, cubicle-style
Right.
commercial building. We didn't want that. We
Yeah.
didn't want that. So you'll notice, we'll walk through here actually, I'll show you the washroom areas. You'll notice that what we tried to do is just give it a more work-from-home kind of feel. So we have individual washrooms.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was a trend. This individualized washrooms is,
Well, COVID started it
Yeah.
to some degree because it's a lot easier to clean, maintain. We have 6 washrooms on every floor.
right.
So if you're doing cleaning and maintenance, 5 can be open while one's being cleaned.
True.
Instead of having to shut the whole thing down. This is really neat too. On every floor, we have a shower room.
Oh, nice.
This one isn't quite finished. We're just doing a little bit of trim work in here.
Yeah,
Cleaning.
yeah.
But you ride your bike to work. You gotta run out of work real early to go out for dinner. You can
Yeah.
come here, you can freshen up, you can get out of here. If you're doing a meeting on a weekend or something like that, and you wanna come in here and you're heading off to the gym, or you just come from the gym,
Yeah.
we've got a facility where you can get cleaned up and,
Cool.
and present yourself to your clientele that are coming to meet you at the space.
One thing that you've mentioned to me is that there's a lot of things baked into this building in terms of security,
Yeah.
in terms of access,
Yes.
in terms of commercial grade infrastructure.
Yeah. Keyless access, camera systems throughout, secure entry, secure exit, secure Wi-Fi. We've invested a lot of money into the infrastructure of the networks that we run through the building, which give everybody a high level of encryption. Everybody's got their own logins and their
Yeah.
own service in their own units. A lot of high level control of your own heating and your own cooling and those types of
I
things.
saw that, yeah.
So you're not really at the mercy of somebody else or how they want
Changing
their
the
room.
temperature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
how
yeah,
they
yeah.
want their room.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give as much autonomy to the owners and the tenants as possible.
Okay.
So we've invested an outrageous amount of money to make that happen.
And very wide hallways.
Yeah.
So is that
Yeah.
for accessibility in terms
a lot
of?
of it's for accessibility,
Yeah.
for sure, and it's also just to
So you don't
give the
bump into
building-
people.
Just to give the building a really nice open feel.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
you'll
yeah, that's true,
You'll
too.
notice that what we've done is we've separated all the washroom facilities away from the offices, for example. Separated out by soundproof walls and all our segments,
yeah.
right? So we don't want it to feel like an office building. It's an
Yeah.
office building, no mistake, and it's designed for highly professional people and very professional companies. But it almost feels like working from home.
Yeah,
So
a good
we're going
blend.
to have the environment. You see the walls are pretty bare right now, but we've got a local professional photographer. We've got the art school in Southampton. They're all going to come in. They're going to bring in artworks from all of the local artists, and they're going to hang pictures. And it's going to be like walking through a gallery. It's going to be really beautiful.
Yeah,
and that's going to promote local businesses and local artists.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about that when we go up to the next
Yeah,
level in
for
terms
sure.
of just entrepreneur networks and stuff
Yeah,
like
for
that,
sure.
right?
Yeah. We want it to be a community hub, not just an office building. We want
Yeah.
people to come here and work from here, obviously, because that's the goal. But
Yeah.
we also want people to come here and feel like they're in a really comfortable, cool, fun environment,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And of
Hey,
course, there's an elevator.
You want to ride our fancy elevator? We're going up to the co-working space, which is still under construction. We're very, very close to completion. We're only a couple of weeks away. You got to use your imagination on this a little bit. But when this place is outfitted, it's going to be like the Air Canada Executive Lounge at the Toronto Airport, where you'll go in, you'll slouch into a nice, comfortable seat. This will give you a really good sense of the size of the building. This is about 8,000 square feet. We got the tunes going.
I got some Rush playing. I know you're a Pink Floyd
I am
fan.
a Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah, we can-
Russia okay too. We can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
Canadian. We can go Canadian.
Yeah, yeah.
We're just putting the finishing touches now on the cafe, which is going to be, again, locally owned,
Yeah,
locally operated. So we're going for that industrial loft kind of feel.
Yeah.
I like to call this place the millennial loft, but we'll accept people. Who are
We'll
not-
accept people who are
who are not
beyond it. Yeah, yeah,
millennials.
yeah.
We'll allow people who are not millennials.
Yeah.
But that's the concept of keeping it open and all the exposed ductwork. Obviously, we'll have carpet down when we're finished.
yeah.
Just working on trimming the windows now.
Lots of windows.
A couple of weeks away from this space being complete, and this is going to be where all the cool kids hang out.
Yeah, and us.
And us.
Yeah, yeah.
But not
So in this corner, I think you were saying something about.
Yeah, this is all top secret stuff.
Okay, so we shouldn't talk
You get
about it.
Top secret stuff.
Well, this is behind the scenes stuff, right? This is all raw.
This is going to be the corner.
The
So
corner.
I'm going to put a pool table back here.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Google. Google's going to wish they had. I'm going to put a pool table back here. I'm going to
Yeah.
bring in my turntable and all my 80s vinyl,
Yeah.
including some Pink Floyd.
Yes.
And we're gonna have kind of a really casual atmosphere, casual lounge type atmosphere at this end of the court. We'll have the cafe. We'll have a little-
Yeah, 'cause the
little
cafe's
hangout.
right here too,
We'll have
right?
some soft furnishings.
Yeah.
And then as you move through the space, it'll get gradually more and more business-like. So by the time you get to the far end of the space, there'll be hot desks, individual desks where people
Right.
can plug in and work.
Nice.
It's just going to be a real fun work environment.
Right.
We can have 100 people working in this space.
Right.
So the opportunities for networking, businesses making connections with other businesses is going to be really, really excellent.
So as an entrepreneur, I'm just starting out, or I'm a solopreneur. I could start by having a lounge membership, maybe a hot desk periodically through the month here. And as I grow and become more established, I could actually have a dedicated desk later on. And then as I continue to grow, move down to one of the offices, but still enjoy the lounge.
Well, one of the cool things is this is a no lease type of setup, if you like. So we have about 20 different membership platforms. So you can start just coming here for day use. So you just need it for a day, you want to try it out or whatever, that's no problem. $30. You got this place all day.
Right.
You got your Wi-Fi, you got your connections, you can buy yourself a coffee, you got a great place to work. And we can step up from there. If you need 1 day a week, we got a program that gives you 5 days per month, 10 days per month, which is 2 days a week, obviously.
Yeah.
Right up to unlimited access.
Nice.
And then lounges, what it's exactly how it sounds. You get to sit and use the lounge to have informal meetings. But if you need to sit and do work, then yeah, you're going to book a hot desk. You're going to sit down. You're going to plug in your laptop, and you're going to work away in a more private setting. And
business groups can basically, if they see, they could potentially have a membership here, or I don't know whether it be membership, would it be, but encouraging people to come up to this space in particular to have events.
We're going to do corporate memberships.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're a bigger company and you've got staff that want to work from home,
yeah,
and you prefer that they work from a more secure environment
yeah,
rather than working from home, then there's an opportunity there to say, okay, let's do a hybrid work model. A couple of days a week you can work from home, a couple of days a week you
okay,
can come into Powerlink, and then 1 or 2 days a week maybe you got to go into the head office.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's a hybrid concept that you find that balance that makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
So some people don't want to work from home 5 days a week. So 1 or 2 days a week you want to get out of the house. The dog's driving you crazy. The kids are barking.
Yeah.
You want to go to a place where you can actually get something done. Then we're going to provide memberships for that type of work environment too. So.
Awesome. And aiming, grand opening, what's the aim? Too early to say?
Well,
or?
we have our first tenants moving in April 1st.
Oh,
so
good.
we have tenants coming in literally in a week and a half.
Yeah.
The first tenants into the rental spaces. We anticipate having this third floor ready for action sometime around the second, third week of April.
Awesome.
Definitely by the end of April. This space will be used.
Well, thanks for the raw tour, Andrew. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
And the website to go and learn more?
Powerlinkoffice.com.
Okay.
Easy, guys.
All right. Thanks, Andrew.
All right.